What's up, boat lovers? We're on a Absolute 58 2019. We're dealing with shore power issues on this thing. The customer states that the cable doesn't want to extend or retract. So we're here to determine what's going to happen and what is our way of rectifying the customer's issue. Guys, I just want to explain something. We went to the boat, and the first thing that you want to do is you want to check the in and out limit switches. Well, the most common thing that you want to check is the switches itself, and as you can see, the switches are deteriorated, the cables were corroded, so that is one of the causes, and this is the other one. So what we're end up doing is we're going to end up replacing both of them with two brand new ones, but at the same time, these are the in and out limit switches, not on the vessel or what we have taken off. These are old ones because these work together, okay? And the out limit switches, they both have to actually expand in order for the thing to cut the circuit. We've actually seen that these things go bad, and if one side goes bad and one side is activated, it'll also shut the system out from going out or in. So we test these by verifying while the system is going out. We put our two fingers here while it's going out and be very careful doing that. And all you do is you push in the outward position. If the system shuts off, then you know the system's working fine. If the system shuts off when you only push one, it's time to replace this because one of these switches in the back is bad. And yes, you cannot easily replace these switches because once they get to the condition like this, as soon as you start trying to unscrew that, they break. And the best thing for you to do is replace the whole unit itself. So we're going to go back on the boat. We're going to install these two new ones the right way, put tie wraps in there, get all the wires out of the way, and we're going to test it. So I'll show you how these things go on. Also, another thing too, we like to come to the boat prepared. Not all the time, we always have all the parts, but we try. We also have a swing unit program. Like if it's a control system, we try to come with a processor or a control head knowing what we're dealing with. But this is our little box of goodies here. As you can see, if not, it's just another service call going back to the boat after we order the parts. It is not always that I have all the parts, but I'm trying to keep some of the parts in our inventory to satisfy the customer so that we don't have to come back and charge that time to that customer. Guys, also another thing too, periodically go to your switches. This is a common thing that always sits outside in the elements of the sea, okay? And as you can see, it's deteriorated. If you start seeing anything like this, don't wait till it breaks. Just replace it. Give us a call. If we have the parts, we'll be more than glad to sell you the part. If you have a situation that you can't figure out, let us know. We'll make it a scheduled appointment to go out to your boat. But don't let this happen to you and cause a delay in your trip. Talk about the area.
Hey guys, so we're over here in Coral Gables. Just look at the beautiful boats over here. Over there's Regatta Grove. Is one of the most popular locations here in Miami, but it's just yachts after yachts galore.
Alright guys, as you can see on this portion here, this is the wet area. This is the transom. And on this Absolute, they have it over here on the starboard aft location in the compartment. So Julian right now is fishing the cable through. So we're going to end up replacing both of them on this. I'll show you in detail from the inside. Also guys, when you finish installing these switches, make sure out is out and in is in. If not, all you have to do is invert the switch by turning it. You don't have to take off the wire, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just turn the switch around. Okay, so we already got one in, now we're dealing with the other one. All right guys, this CM7 system dual 50 amp shore power is set up on the starboard side. We have our 2 units there, our buckets, our units up there, and our controllers, which is our in and out relays. It is also equipped with a dual remote. So we're gonna be putting in those wires there into the proper relay, and then we're gonna be testing. If we do it right, the cables will retract and go extend. If not, we're gonna have to turn those switches around by hand. You don't have to rewire them, just turn them around by hand. Also guys, you remember when I was talking about the out limit switches in the truck? We've already tested these switches, and there's a set of in limit switches up here on each one. So this is your out limit, this is your in limit. So like I say, if one of the switches, the micro switches, go bad and you're able to collapse just only one side and the system stops, this is bad. But if you have to collapse both of them to make the system stop, you know that this is good. Then you move to the next step. Okay, so this one is the forward switch, and this one here is the aft switch for the 2 units here. This one controls this one here, and this one here controls this one here. So it's color coded, red, white, and black. If it's backwards, you can flip it, but I don't like doing that. It's just easier just to go up to the switch right there and just turning them around. So Julian right now is going to go and test it, and we're going to verify that the cables are extend and retracting the way that it needs to. So Julian right now is going to test it 1 unit at a time, and he's going to extend it and retract it, and he's going to let me know. Okay, so right now Julian is testing it. We had to turn these things around, so this is going in the right direction. White is up and the black is down. Okay, so just for common references, if it's going in the wrong direction, just turn the switch around. That'll make it a lot easier than to come to these relay boxes and turn these things around over here. So he's actually testing each side, and according to him, they are working the way that it needs to. So guys, this is a wrap, and like I say, guys, this is a wrap over here at Coconut Grove on this beautiful boat. We solved the issue for the customer. Both switches were defective. We also did a preliminary visual inspection of all of his components that make the CM7 work properly. So if you see anything that is out of the ordinary, let the customer know or just replace it. But everything is working on this. We've already tested it, like I said. So guys, if you have any questions, just
hit that link in our bio.
That's it. Yeah. I keep on messing that one up. Yeah, reach out to both of us, and like and subscribe.